What's going on, guys? So in today's Shoky Quickie, we're looking at some more World of Nintendo figures from Jakk's Pacific. You guys remember I did a little unboxing not too long ago where I snagged this Fire Mario. Finally. Been wanting this guy for a long time. Now, I did happen to get this guy a while back, but under different circumstances. And you'll see that just says Luigi, but in fact this is Ice Luigi. So we'll go over his story here in a little bit because, well, it's a slightly different option here. So we've got Fire Mario, we got Series 1-1, so this is an original Fire Mario from way back in the day, because you can tell, older style dealie there, if I'm correct. Yeah, because the newer one is a sideways looking Mario. So, there's, of course, Mario in his little plastic prison, definitely in his fire mode with his white clothes and red trousers going on there. You got ages 3 plus, Fire Mario, Mario Diff. Did I do that wrong? Is that how French works? Alright, and of course includes one Fire Mario figure. That's awesome, because original Jakk'S. Please go back to that. It's so much fun. You got Super Mario logo there, old school Jakk'S logo there, full focus. Come to the bottom, makes 0 to 3-year-olds unhappy. NASDAQ is Jack. Let's come back here. Let's see what's going on here. World of Nintendo. Great, Mario figure there. Okay, so exactly the same read-up as always. Now, of course, you get all the figures back here that are in this run. So you got Fire Mario, Wario, Diddy Kong, Ice Luigi, Waluigi, and Donkey Kong. So now I technically have all of these figures. Now, you're wondering, because I've got Ice Luigi here. So let's take a look at that real quick. Now, this packaging is for a standard Luigi. And from 1-3, it was a Luigi from Walgreens, because you can come to the back. You can see the Walgreens lineup for 1-3. Now, all I did, because this Ice Luigi came in that stupid open packaging, but at the time, had no other options. So, that's what I had to do. But because standard Luigi and Ice Luigi are exactly the same mold, I was sticking him in this packaging. And what I really wanted to do is get this made up at a print shop or a vinyl shop, something like that. Have that say Ice Luigi and stuff like that. Of course, there's Luigi figure there. I might just leave the top part alone, or just get this fixed to Series 1-1, so it looks like the exact same packaging that it should be in. Everything else is exactly the same, except that says Luigi. Now, I could technically try to find an Ice Luigi in package. I really could. And may still. We'll see what happens. But for now, this was my solution. So I just had a normal Luigi. He's still somewhere else. Just cut open the bottom like I do for all these reviews that I open things up. And slid him in there. So at least he would fit in with the rest of the collection on the wall. So that's what that is right there. So the read-up, oddly, it's probably going to be exactly the same. Probably not going to say anything different for Ice Luigi, just like it doesn't for Ice Mario. But finally, I got the two brothers, one fire, one ice. It's a story of ice and fire, guys. So let's go ahead and get these guys out of the package and take a closer look at them. Alright, here we go! Okay, that was terrible, I don't care. So, we've got the two brothers out of their packaging and looking really good. Except for Mario. Mario's got some paint issues. But also, he's one of the original series that ever got released, so I'll forgive it. If it was made this year, I would be a little bit less forgiving, a little more critical of any paint errors. But one that's been around since 2014, I'll let it go. So realistically, they're exactly the same mold as Mario and Luigi. They didn't change. We hadn't gotten an actual brand new complete Mario mold until the running and jumping Mario. So these are all just the same. We'll take a closer look at Mario right quick. Now see, he's got a little bit of kind of schmutz and not so great paint going on the hat. His sideburn is not totally painted, but sometimes we get one where it's really overly painted, so it is what it is. Now his mustache is where things get a little crinkly, got a little messed up paint. Didn't quite get all the way around the nose. I could probably touch that up. I've got some black gloss paint. You've got these buttons here, which are showing a little bit of red coming through, or a little bit of red smudge. Kind of hard to tell which way it's going. It happens. And of course you've got paint issues. It actually looks like he's been painting down here. This one looks like it was rushed. Really does. Backside seems to be the cleanest part, realistically. He's got the least amount of screw-ups. The feet are a little bit sloppy. Once again, it's a 4-year-old toy pretty much at this point. Turn the head ever so, just a little bit. You can move the arms, so it's a little bit weird because they don't really do anything. So it is what it is. I kind of wish he was in a fireball throwing position. That would have been really cool. There is actually kind of a special edition version of this that does come with an actual fire flower little accessory that you can use off to the side. It's just a cool little thing. Unfortunately, that won't fit in my display, so I didn't buy that. So otherwise, it's a really cool option. I really do like Fire Mario. I was super excited because I've got, at this point, every other version except for a Star Mario, which I think was an incredibly rare thing in the 2.5 size, if it even existed at all. So here's Luigi, and you can tell he's a much... This is obviously a newer release because the paint's a little bit better. You got a little bit of squidge of brown right there. But other than that, even though the original Luigi was from Series 1-1, this is not. This is from this year, so it's a little bit cleaner, a little bit better off. It's got some paint smudging, but once again, guys, super cheap toy. You can't expect much. I mean, if it was like if it was a 4-inch line and it looked bad, the paint was terrible, stuff like that, that would be unforgivable. This is so little moving parts and stuff like that. Honestly, they should be able to pinpoint a lot of things. I mean, they get the eyes really nicely, but those are probably tampographed on. Nobody's hand painting those, so that probably makes a heck of a lot more sense. But these guys look good together. So glad to have them both finally on my shelves, because I've had this little guy for a few months now. He's just been chilling off to the side until I got a spare Luigi box to put him in. And of course, this one definitely has problems standing. There goes Luigi. There's something wrong with my table, and I just don't know it. So, this guy, there's literally been a hole on the shelf waiting for him, because I've got them all separated. So, regular Mario and Luigi, Fire Mario and Luigi, Ice Mario and Luigi, going down the shelf just like that. Now, one thing is, there's no Tanuki Luigi, there's only Tanuki Marios. And the cats, like we looked at not too long ago, those are pretty cool. They don't entirely fit on my thing, but I'm gonna have to reorganize. I've got so many figures up on the wall now, it's kind of ridiculous. But once the wall is actually complete, at least with all the figures I currently have, I'll show that off, because I really like it, and I need to find a little bit more space, because I haven't done the display setup that I really want to do. I want to actually have pegboard on the wall and have them all on little tiny hooks, all hanging up there nice, and have a big old Nintendo sign hanging over it. I really want to do that. So, but that's going to be it for this quickie, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this. Just looking at these figures all nice and quick. Not even real point in comparing them. They look exactly the same as their counterparts, but different colors. Actually, I actually like Ice Luigi's coloring better than normal Luigi. And Fire Luigi is, of course, just white instead of blue. So they all just kind of swap things, but it's really good. But I'll catch you guys on the next review. Thanks as always to my patrons for supporting the channel. You guys make it awesome. And if you guys are interested in that, the link will be down below. You guys can have a little bit different kind of stuff that happens rather than what I do on my YouTube. But I'll catch you guys later. Remember, as always, keep on nerding.